Welcome back to Wonders of the Unknown, the channel where we unravel the mysteries of the cosmos and bring the extraordinary into your living room. Today, we journey into a narrative that has intrigued and puzzled millions worldwide. It's a story of an ordinary young woman, Ava, who began to experience extraordinary events. A tale that takes us from the mundane to the mystical, from Earth to the farthest reaches of space. So, fasten your seatbelts as we embark on this journey together, exploring Ava's extraordinary life, her otherworldly dreams, and the inexplicable abilities that she begins to manifest. Hold on tight. This is going to be a journey like no other. Ava, a young woman with a kaleidoscope of dreams and a spirit too large for ordinary life, had always sensed a peculiar distance between herself and the world. She was like a puzzle piece that didn't quite fit, no matter how she turned and twisted. Her hazel eyes held a faraway look, as if searching for something just out of reach. Her thoughts often wandered to the stars, contemplating the cosmos with a curiosity that felt ancient, out of place in her youthful 20-something existence. During her early years, she lived an ordinary life in a suburban town, attending school, exploring her environment, and making friends. Yet, beneath the mundane, a profound sense of alienation gnawed at her. She felt different, not in a rebellious or defiant way, but in a manner that seemed to suggest her essence was woven from a fabric not of this world. In her dreams, Ava visited another realm, a distant planet resplendent with iridescent flora and crystalline structures. She would wake up with the taste of the alien atmosphere on her tongue, the feel of the strange, soft grass under her feet, and the sound of the ethereal music that seemed to ripple through the planet's atmosphere. These were more than mere dreams. They felt like memories, fragments of a life she was living somewhere else. Her waking life was filled with instances of déjà vu, of places she'd never visited and people she'd never met. Her dreams spilled over into her reality, causing a blend of the alien and the terrestrial. Ava felt the pull of a distant cosmic tide, a connection to an existence that felt as real and as vital as her life on Earth. Ava was artistic and introspective, traits that were reflected in her creative endeavors. She painted her dreams, the alien landscapes coming alive on her canvas in vibrant hues. Her art was an attempt to reconcile her dual existence, to bring a piece of her celestial home into her earthly life. In her late teens, the dreams intensified, and with them came a strange new development. Ava discovered she could move things with her mind. It started small. A paintbrush would twitch toward her outstretched hand, a book would fall from the shelf. But soon, she could lift heavier objects, control their movements with just a thought. It was thrilling and terrifying, all at once. But to Ava, it felt like the next piece of an interstellar puzzle falling into place. Despite the fear of being labeled a freak or a hoax, Ava decided to share her experiences with the world. She started a YouTube channel, documenting her dreams, her visions, and her budding telekinetic powers. She felt a responsibility to reach out to others who might be like her, the misfits, the dreamers, the starseeds. For Ava, the strange was becoming familiar, and the familiar, strange. She had no way of knowing that her journey was only just beginning, and it was about to take a turn into the realm of the extraordinary. As Ava's online presence grew, so did the vividness of her dreams. Each night, she slipped into a slumber filled with alien landscapes, strange creatures, and celestial wonders that were becoming more familiar than the world she woke up to. Her subconscious mind traversed the cosmos, going to places that, despite their otherworldliness, felt like home. Her telekinetic abilities also evolved, transforming from a sporadic, unpredictable phenomenon into a skill she could control. Ava was fascinated and, at the same time, scared by her developing powers. She felt the weight of an unspoken responsibility, the kind that comes with being something more than ordinary. Meanwhile, her YouTube channel flourished, attracting thousands of viewers who were mesmerized by her story. Ava's videos were a blend of her sharing her experiences and demonstrating her powers, providing a glimpse into the extraordinary life she was living. People from all walks of life were drawn to her, some seeking answers, others offering support, and a few skeptics throwing accusations of deception. Among her followers, Ava discovered she wasn't alone. There were others who resonated with her experiences, others who had felt out of place their entire lives. They shared their own stories of strange dreams and inexplicable phenomena, and for the first time, Ava felt a sense of belonging. She had found her tribe, a community of starseeds, each bearing their own cosmic echoes. However, as her story spread across the internet like wildfire, Ava's life took a more unsettling turn. She noticed a black SUV that seemed to appear wherever she went, lingering at a distance. There were faceless accounts leaving cryptic comments on her videos, and her computer suffered inexplicable glitches. An aura of surveillance began to surround her, an invisible web that made her feel watched, tracked. One day, a letter arrived, bearing no return address but stamped with a mysterious emblem. It was an invitation from an anonymous government agency, expressing a keen interest in her experiences and abilities. The letter was polite, even reassuring, but it sent a shiver down Ava's spine. She had a gut feeling that the invitation was just the tip of the iceberg, the first step into a labyrinth of shadows and secrets she couldn't yet fathom. The line between her ordinary life and the extraordinary was blurring, and Ava had the ominous feeling that her life was about to change in ways she couldn't predict. With a mix of trepidation and curiosity, Ava decided to respond to the mysterious letter. She entered a world of shadowy government operatives and clandestine meetings, all under the guise of national security. The people she met were polite, attentive, even sympathetic. They claimed to want to help her understand her origins and abilities better. A man named Dr. Richter became her primary contact. He was a scientist, with deep-set eyes that held a keen curiosity. He listened to Ava's stories, asked probing questions, and seemed genuinely interested in her dreams and experiences. But there was something unsettling about his scrutiny, something that made Ava feel more like a subject under observation than an individual being understood. As time went on, the nature of their questions changed subtly. Their interest in her dreams and telekinesis took on a more predatory tone. They began to probe deeper into her abilities, pushing her to demonstrate her telekinetic powers under various conditions, exhausting her both physically and mentally. They seemed less interested in helping her understand her abilities and more focused on studying and potentially exploiting them. Meanwhile, Ava's dreams grew more intense. They were no longer just a nightly journey to alien worlds. They were a call, a beacon pulling her towards something or someone. She began to see a figure in her dreams, a being bathed in radiant light, its form humanoid yet ethereal. It communicated not through words, but through emotions and images, offering comfort and guidance. It hinted at Ava's origin, her purpose, and the peril she was in. Ava's public presence started to dwindle. Her YouTube updates became less frequent and more elusive. She spoke of the need to understand herself better, to retreat from the public eye for a while. Yet, she promised to return, to share her journey and, hopefully, offer answers to those who, like her, felt they were starseeds. One day, Ava disappeared. Her online accounts went silent, her apartment was found empty, her phone went straight to voicemail. Even Dr. Richter seemed to have no knowledge of her whereabouts. Ava, the first starseed, had vanished, leaving behind a community of followers filled with worry, speculation, and an unsettling sense of loss. The woman who had brought them together, who had given them a sense of identity and purpose, was gone. The question echoed in the minds of thousands: what happened to Ava? In the wake of Ava's disappearance, her followers were left in a state of uncertainty and fear. They scoured the internet for any trace of her, but all they found were echoes of her past, her YouTube videos, her social media posts, her interviews. Ava had vanished without a trace. Rumors and theories began to circulate. Some speculated that Ava had been taken by the government, to be studied or even weaponized. Others suggested that she had ascended, her starseed origin calling her back to her home planet. And still, others whispered that she had been silenced by those who feared the truth she represented. Meanwhile, Ava's dreams, her teachings, and her story inspired a new movement. A group of her most dedicated followers, calling themselves the Astral Collective, formed with the aim of continuing Ava's work. They shared their own stories, their dreams, and their experiences. They supported each other in exploring their own potential starseed origins, creating a community bound together by a shared sense of otherness, a sense of not belonging to this world. The collective also started a relentless campaign to find Ava. They reached out to media outlets, staged peaceful protests, and even attempted to infiltrate the mysterious government agency, which they believed held the answers to Ava's fate. Their efforts drew attention to Ava's story, ensuring that it stayed alive, fueling the public's interest and their demands for the truth. Despite the growing pressure, the government remained silent. Dr. Richter disappeared from the public eye, and the agency offered no answers. They neither confirmed nor denied their involvement in Ava's disappearance, adding to the swirl of mystery and speculation. But Ava's story was far from over. Her dreams, her teachings, her legacy lived on in the astral collective. And the search for Ava, the first starseed, became a symbol of the search for truth, for understanding, and for a place in the universe. As they delved deeper into the mystery, the collective would soon realize that the truth was more complex and far-reaching than they could have ever imagined. Months passed with no sign of Ava, and the growing movement she had inspired pressed on. The astral collective had grown into a global network, thousands strong, all connected by the shared belief that they, like Ava, were more than just human. They persisted in their pursuit of the truth about Ava's fate, the origin of their strange dreams, and the reality of their collective otherness. Then, one day, a breakthrough came. A whistleblower from within the government agency reached out to the astral collective. Terrified for their safety but driven by a sense of justice, the whistleblower leaked a trove of classified documents pertaining to Ava's case. Among them was evidence of Ava's clandestine extraction by the agency and a series of experiments aiming to understand and replicate her abilities. This revelation sent shockwaves through the collective and the wider world. The reality that Ava had likely been captured and experimented upon for her abilities was a chilling confirmation of their worst fears. But amid the outrage and the sorrow, a spark of hope flickered. The documents hinted at a living subject, suggesting that Ava might still be alive. Driven by this glimmer of hope, the astral collective rallied like never before. They launched a campaign demanding the release of Ava, leveraging their global network and the weight of public outrage. Their campaign grew, their voices amplified by media attention, popular sympathy, and growing public awareness of starseeds. As the campaign gained momentum, strange occurrences began to crop up around the world. Reports of individuals exhibiting telekinetic abilities similar to Ava's began to surface. These new starseeds, as they came to be known, claimed to have been inspired by Ava and the astral collective. They cited dreams and visions echoing Ava's experiences, raising the tantalizing possibility that Ava's influence extended beyond her physical presence. Then, during one of the largest coordinated global protests demanding Ava's release, something extraordinary happened. Amid the crowd, a figure appeared, hovering above the ground, radiating a soft, ethereal light. Witnesses claimed the figure bore a striking resemblance to Ava, though she looked different, somehow more. She appeared momentarily, long enough to sweep a gaze over the crowd, a gaze that was said to be filled with profound sadness and boundless love. Then, just as suddenly as she had appeared, she vanished. The figure's appearance was caught on countless cameras, and the footage quickly went viral. Was it a collective hallucination? A government ruse? Or had Ava truly returned? The event sparked fierce debates, further fueling the Starseed movement. In the end, Ava's fate remained a mystery. Had she ascended to a higher plane of existence, transcending her physical form? Was she still held captive by the government agency, her appearance a sign of her desperate fight for freedom? Or had something else entirely happened to her? The answers remained elusive, but the quest for truth, the movement Ava had unknowingly sparked, lived on. Her story served as a beacon, a call to all starseeds, a testament to the endless possibilities of the universe and our place within it. The legacy of Ava, the first starseed, continued to resonate, inspiring a new generation to question, to dream, and to reach for the stars. And that, dear viewers, concludes the saga of Ava, the first starseed. But the mystery isn't over. Ava's abrupt disappearance leaves us with more questions than answers. What do you think happened to Ava? Did she transcend to a higher plane of existence, or was she captured by the very agency she trusted? Perhaps she's still out there somewhere, waiting for the right time to re-emerge. We'd love to hear your theories and thoughts in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Wonders of the Unknown for more mind-bending tales and cosmic mysteries. Until next time, keep your minds open and your eyes on the stars. Who knows? The next wonder of the unknown might be just around the corner.